Hi, my name is Neil Chan and welcome to my lesson series Fingerstyle For The World, where I strive to help guitarists all around the world become better musicians. Now today we're talking about the capo and whether or not we need the capo to play songs in any key on the guitar, especially when we want to play them in the original key. Well, the capo can be useful for quickly transposing songs and for certain arrangements, but relying on it too much is going to severely hinder your potential as a guitarist and musician. Now, you should be able to play any song in any key without the use of a capo. That doesn't mean we don't use the capo, but what I'm saying is that you should have the ability as a good musician and guitarist to play any song in any key without a capo. And today, I'm going to be showing you how you can do that, and in doing so, you're going to be unlocking the entire fretboard. So we're going to have a musical example and an exercise so that you can immediately put into practice what you are learning here today. So the magic begins with movable chord shapes. Now, what are movable chord shapes? Well, as the name suggests, these are shapes that you form on your left hand and you can move them up and down the neck to change the pitch. Now, we start with the 5 open chord shapes. We've got C, A, G, E, and D. Alright, so open chord shapes are the opposite of movable chord shapes because you can't move them around because they rely on open strings and usually they are played on the first 3 frets. But we can take these shapes and we can move them up and down the fretboard. Now, how do we do that? We need to change our fingering position. So for example, if we are in the C major open chord shape now, we're going to change the fingering so that we free up our index finger. Now this index finger can become our imaginary capo and we can move it up. So I'm going to move it up 5 frets. So my finger capo is going up all the way 5 frets here, and then I'm going to form the C shape here, and now we've got an entirely new chord. Alright, it doesn't matter what chord this is, and you can do this for all the other shapes. So we've got the next shape would be the A shape. Now we're going to change our fingering position so that we free up the index finger. Index finger is our imaginary capo. We're going to move it up. Let's say we want to move it up just 2 frets. There we go. We can move it up another 2 frets. Alright, you can do this for the next shape as well, the G shape. So we've got G. Now naturally we've already got our index finger free here. It can be our imaginary capo. I'm going to move it up 7 frets. Here we go. Alright, so that is how you can use movable chord shapes to play in any position on the fretboard. Now, I've got a whole series of guides that's going to help you out a lot, and in particular for this lesson, the chord position guide is going to be very useful. I've printed it out here, but you can go download it for completely free on my website. The link is in the description below. But here we've got the chord position guide, and you can see I've listed all the open triad chord shapes, open chord, 7th chord shapes. You've got the movable triads and the movable 7th chord shapes. So, for example, what I described earlier, we've got the C shape here, and this is in the bar format, so you can move this on any fret, and same for the A, G, E, D shape. So download the chord position guide and it'll help you a lot in this lesson and in all your future endeavors playing songs without any capo. So for today's musical example, we're going to be analyzing my fingerstyle arrangement of the song Be Exalted, Oh God. Now, when I do a fingerstyle arrangement, I like to challenge myself to arrange it in the original key, no matter what it is. And in this case, it was in the key of B flat major, not a very guitar-friendly key because there is no B flat major open chord. It has to be a bar chord. Alright, so what did I do? I used movable chord shapes to get all the chords that I wanted, and then I could just do the arrangement from there. I have a full video performance of this song. You can find the link of it in the description below. But today I'm just going to play you a short excerpt from this song. So this is Be Exalted, Oh God. Alright, just that little part. Notice I started with the B flat major chord, and then generally I was oscillating between that and an E flat major chord. So I was using the E shape here and the A shape here. And then the next chord that came in there was a G minor chord. And this is actually the D minor shape, but I changed it to a G minor chord because D minor is here. I changed it to a movable chord shape and I moved it all the way up here to get G minor 7. And then we've got a D minor chord here with a F bass. And generally all these chords are achievable because I was using the movable chord shapes. And now a fun trick is that I can transpose this song to any key that I want. Alright, because it's all using movable chord shapes. So for today's musical exercise, we're going to be applying these movable chord shapes immediately so that you can start playing songs in any key that you want. It's a simple exercise. You can download the materials all on my website. The link is in the description below as normal. And let's take a look at it. So I've got a series of chords here. You can see it starts with a C chord. This is just the open position chord, all right? And we're going to move it up 5 frets. We're going to keep the same position, but we're going to move it up 5 frets over here. And that gives us an F major chord. And then we're just going to go back to the open A chord, move it up 5 frets to the D major chord. And then we're going to go to the G open chord shape and move it up 5 frets to the C chord. And then same thing, E open chord, move it up 5 frets. You get an A chord, D open chord shape, move it up 5 frets, you get the G chord. Alright, so I'm gonna do it and I want you to play along with me if you are able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, G. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3. Last one, D. Move up 5 frets, 4 and to G. One more time, let's go. C, 2, 3, 4 to an F. 2, 3, 4, A. 2, 3, 4, D. 2, 3, 4, G. 2, 3, 4, C. 2, 3, 4, E. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Last one to a D open chord. 2, 3, and then to a G. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so just practice this and you'll be well on your way to arranging your fingerstyle songs or any other song in any key that you want. And remember, it's not about knowing how to play these chords. Of course, that's important, but it's knowing how to apply them. And that's the musicianship element. And that's what's going to separate you as a musician as opposed to just being a guitarist. Because nowadays, machines can play a lot of these chords, unfortunately, but musicianship is what sets you apart. So let me know if you have any questions or anything that you'd like me to talk about or to address about this lesson, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Alright, so follow along with my musical journey, download the guides, and I'll be uploading new videos every single week, music videos and lesson videos, and I look forward to sharing them with you. So until next time, I'll see you again. Goodbye.